Hello guys, and thank you for watching our channel, Carol's Kids. I first want to state the obvious. If you looked at the videos that we have before this, you'll see that I look different. So yes, I did the big chop. Okay, no hair, don't care. So I just want to let you guys know your eyesight isn't deceiving you. I did make a big change. But I also want to take this time to thank you guys that have watched us, because I'm very, very new to the YouTube. So I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful. I have lots of information to share, and I hope that you guys will continue watching. Also, before we get started on this video, I want to ask you guys to please check out my blog on www.carolskidsinme.com. Okay, so now that we've gotten all that out the way, I would like to get started and share some information with you guys that have made the decision that you want to become a daycare provider. You've contacted your local child care agency, and the state has come in, done an inspection, and they've approved your home for a licensed or registered daycare program. So a lot of people have that question, okay, well, I've done this. What is next? Well, where I would start out, and the reason that I go through that I'm even making this video is because when I started 30 years ago, there was no map on this. There was I had no one to follow. I didn't know what to do, where to start, what I needed, where to begin. I kind of winged it. And because I winged it, I made a lot of mistakes along the way. So I'm hoping that you guys can learn a few things, and that the tips and ideas that I give you will work out for you. So when I first started in this home, what I did was I emptied out my entire main area. So for me, I was able to use my dining room, kitchen, foyer, and family room space. So the first area that excuse me, the first area that we should be focusing on is the welcoming area. This is the area that your potential clients as well as your existing clients will see. This is the area that will basically set the atmosphere for your program. Everybody does not have a lot of space. So if you just have a small area where you just have enough room and you have a closet in that area, that is just fine. Just make sure that the area is welcoming. Maybe you can put some stuffed animals and some books in that area and some seating, so that parents that are taking off their kids' clothing, that they can do that in that area. And also, some children need a little bit more time before they go into the actual area where all the children are. So you just want to have some items in that area that kind of they can play around with before they come into the area with the other children. And it's as simple as some stuffed animals, like I said, some books, and maybe a couple of blocks here or there, maybe a puzzle. It just depends. But you want to have something in that area so that the kids can come into and feel welcomed. Okay, so the very next area that we're going to talk about, and this is fun, this is exciting to me, is your play area, your play space. And for a lot of providers, you're going to be using your living room area, so it may be some of your furniture in that area, but it doesn't matter. You can make any area kid friendly. But what I want to talk about is some items that that are staples in any given daycare program, and that you should perhaps look into purchasing before you open your doors. Okay, and I had to take notes just in case I forget a few items. But these are items that are going to continue to grow with your program, and you can add on as you begin to generate income. Okay, so you would need a sturdy table and chair set that is kid friendly, um, some Play Doh, Legos, stuffed animals. You need some trays for water play, sand play, crayons, paper, glue, child friendly scissors, washable paints, trucks, cars, little tea sets for make believe. If you have some old dress up clothes, if not, you can purchase one or two dress up outfits, maybe a policeman or fireman, and maybe some hats. And children love to put on adult shoes for that area. I just want to see if I've forgotten anything. I don't know if I said puzzles, but if I didn't, so some puzzles. And you can, and I am telling you, no matter how small your space, you can still do little centers. Like you can pick a little corner and put down a little round rug and a couple of pillows and put some books on the floor, and that can be a quiet corner for some children. You can set up an area specifically that has just your Legos. They sell a lot of inexpensive bins now where you can divide and separate some of the kids' toys by buckets. So there are a lot of ways to make your space kid friendly and even to coordinate that space with your family. Okay. Another item that I know that children love, and I as an adult, I love to use it during circle time. Those big balls that you can buy from the 99-cent store, they're like very light, airy. I use those balls for circle time. Sometimes I roll it to the child and they love it. And then, you get to say, okay, so whoever gets the ball, call out your name, tell us your first and last name and how old you are. So it can make your day exciting. And they just love it because it's a ball and they get to throw it and bounce it, and it really doesn't disturb much in your play space. Okay, so those are some of the items that you can purchase to set your play space up and just to get started, because you really just want to get started and rolling as soon as possible. The next item, the next space that I would like to talk about would be the bathroom area. So in your bathroom area, you need to have a step stool so that the children can independently wash their hands, some antibacterial soap, and you need some napkins or paper towels for the children to dry their hands. Now, what I do is I buy the select size paper towels, and the sheet is about this wide, and I cut those in half, and I put a stack out each day for the children to use, because if you know anything about children and you put a paper towel roll in your bathroom, they're going to roll and roll and roll, and that whole roll is going to be in your pail. So my suggestion is that you cut up a few and put them out for the children to use. I personally keep one of my first aid kits is in my bathroom area, so I keep a first aid kit in there as well. And that's about it. If you have any rugs on your bathroom floor, I suggest that you remove them, because children tend to have accidents, and a little squirt here and a little squirt there. So you want to keep your areas as sanitary as possible. So I would suggest you just remove the rugs. And then when you're having your family, it's just your family, you can place the rugs back. Also, kitchen areas. People are very iffy about, should I use my kitchen? Can I use my kitchen? Please check with your state regulations to find out if you can or cannot use your kitchen. And if you can use your kitchen, what do you need to do? Sometimes they say that you need to put a gate up, you need to safety proof the stove and the cabinets. It just depends on what your state mandates. For me, I use my kitchen area for the school age. So when the school age come in after they've washed their hands and removed their shoes, they go into the kitchen area, they have their snack. I bought a large table that accommodates 4 of them, one of those very, very long tables. So it accommodates 4 of them. It can accommodate 6 of them, to be honest with you. But the way I have it set up, I have 1 here, and 2 here. So also on that table, I have an organizing tray. And in that organizer, I keep scrap paper, sharpened pencils, extra erasers, scissors, glue, dictionary, calculator, crayons, and colored pencils. So those are the items that I keep, because if you know anything about school-age children, they've been out and they've been in school all day, they've been sitting down, and they just want to move around. So it's like, Miss Wilson, I need this, Miss Wilson, I need that. No, we have everything you need here. And once you finish your homework, then we can get all those wiggly jigglies out. So that's what I use my kitchen area for. Some providers decide that they're going to feed the children in the kitchen. So you can use your kitchen. It is another room, and it will become a part of your daycare. So if you have the space, I think using your kitchen is a wonderful idea. So talking about the kitchen area, so one of the things that I suggest is that you buy separate utensils specifically for your daycare children, separate from your family's dishes. So I have a wonderful set that I use. If you check out my blog, you'll see it, and you can purchase it right from my blog. So another thing that we must consider when we're setting up our space for daycare is, what are the children going to sleep on? So some providers use cots. I specifically like to use mats. They take up less space. They fold up nice and flat. I am able to put them in my closet area so they don't take up a lot of room. They're very easy to sanitize, because what I do is I just spray my bleach and water solution and wipe them down. And the set that I have also, you can find on my blog and purchase it directly from my blog. They last. You'll get a number of years out of a set of mats. You absolutely will. So that's another thing that you'll need to incorporate into your daycare. Those are some things. So, of course, there's more to getting started and getting your daycare started in home. So I just wanted to start you guys off. Let's work on getting that play space together, as nice as you can, as colorful as you can. Get on the floor. Think in terms of, I'm a child. What do I see? What's exciting to me? What looks good to me? And let's start there. I hope that I have been a big help to you guys. I hope that the information I'm giving, that you will be able to utilize some of it. The next part of making that decision and getting started in your daycare, the most important part of it is the business side of things. So my very next video will be on, what do we need to do to get that paperwork started? How do we maintain a daycare in home? Because remember, it is a business. You are a professional, and your paperwork and how you establish your policies and procedures will make or break your program. So I want you guys to stay tuned for that next video. I appreciate you guys watching, commenting. Please like, please subscribe, and please comment. Let me know what you want to know. Tell me how I can help you. And again, please feel free to check out my blog, www.carolskidsinme.com. So I will see you guys soon. Thank you.